So, I am about to finish my first week completely social media free. What has that done for me? I think the first thing that it's really done for me is make me have less to worry about. Does that mean your problems are instantly gone as soon as you delete social media? No, by no means. But it's definitely a step in the right direction. Right off the bat, even on the first day I deleted everything and got rid of both of my accounts, I felt this huge sense of relief. Like all the things social media has brought with it and done to me aren't there anymore. All the things I was stressing about and worrying about were kind of gone. Not to say fully yet, since I'm only 6 days in to my time off social media. Am I ever going to go back? No. At least I hope not. I don't think I will, but the temptation sometimes can be pretty strong to go back. There are some days where it's like you get so bored and have nothing to do in whatever free time that I've had, where the temptation to go back has gotten strong at a couple points. But I keep telling myself this is for the greater good. This is going to help me improve as a person and better my life. I think the biggest adaptation that's come with it, though, is contacts. A lot of my friends, and I'm sure whoever's watching this, I'm sure a lot of your friends too, use Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. For me, it's mostly Snapchat and Instagram, especially Snapchat. All my friends are on there, and we all used to communicate on there. All my group chats and stuff, for the most part, when it came to communicating and making plans, all that was on Snapchat. Not that I didn't have my friends' numbers before, but communicating for sure has been different. That's not to say that it's not impossible. It's not at all impossible. It's pretty doable, actually. After a couple days of you not being on social media, at least for me, my friends have kind of understood it, and they're content with it. They understand I'm doing this to allow myself to be free from a lot of what social media was putting onto me. That's a big part of why I deleted it, both Instagram and Snapchat. I just felt like a lot of the things that were coming across my feed and a lot of what was generally on social media collectively was kind of starting to bring me down as a person. And I think some of the things that were on there kind of sparked some of the mental health issues I have in a way. Not to say it's completely their fault, but I think they have a pretty big piece to do with a lot of the problems I'm facing, especially when it comes to relationship stuff. Now, some of this was self-inflicted, but some of the things that would come through my reels would be a lot of those sad relationship videos. And it wouldn't even just be the sad ones either. It'd be the happy ones. But those happy ones would still make me sad, because they're reminding me of what I don't have. Reminding me of what was once in my possession and no longer is there anymore. When you're seeing stuff like that so constantly, it really wears you down after a while. Especially just scrolling it for hours and hours and just seeing that kind of stuff. Of course, that obviously wasn't the only thing I had in my feed, but it took up a pretty sizable chunk of it, which was very bad, of course. Just seeing that stuff, it's horrible for you. Horrible for anybody, especially if you're in the position I am, still going through breakups and stuff like that. Another big reason why you don't want social media, or at least for me, part of why I got rid of it, was feeling the need or the temptation to check in on your previous relationships' lives, I guess, if you get what I'm trying to say. Like in my case, with my most recent one, I still followed them on everything, of course, even after we split. Which would mean, if she was with somebody else and posted a picture of it, I'd be very well so to see it. I would have a clear picture and a clear image of the fact that she's moved on and I'm still stuck in the past. That's not something I wanted to see. And sure enough, like 6 days ago, it was something I saw. Although I had an expectation for that to happen at some point. So I was kind of less upset about it than I thought it would be. I kind of kept my guard up and prepared myself for the worst. But it still hit hard. No matter how much I kept my guard up. It was rough. But the fact that I don't have Instagram or Snapchat anymore means one thing. What I can't see will not hurt me. What I can't see will have no effect in my life. It is none of my business, and I should not care. Although I do. But I'm trying to steer clear of that and shift that care into a different direction in my life. The first step, real step, and moving on. And yeah, I mean, I'm hoping I can stay away from social media. I'm hoping I don't go back. I don't want to go back. But like I mentioned before, the temptation is there. It can get strong. But I'm not going to let those temptations get the best of me. I will say, with social media not being present in my life, it's opened a lot of doors to a lot of things. I feel like I'm able to shift the energy and time that I was putting into social media into other things. I felt as if social media was like this big roadblock preventing me from doing certain things. Certain things that I've been wanting to do for so long. Because I'd be sat down and scrolling for so long. And with all the propaganda and stuff that social media forces onto you, it takes away your confidence. And makes you not want to do those things that you really want to do. Without you even realize that's happening to you. Now, I'm sure this doesn't happen to everybody. But if you really let it take control of you, like it did for me, then it really takes away from life. It really takes away from everything. Without you even seeing it happening. And it's crazy how it does that. Another big one for me, for a reason why I got rid of social media. The memes. Oh lordy, where do I start with this one? Now don't get me wrong, I love laughing. Like, I love seeing something funny that's gonna make my day a little brighter and put a smile on my face. But some of the things that I was seeing on my feed were just straight up ridiculous, honestly. Like, I don't mean that in like a disgusted way. It's more of like the type of, oh, why am I watching this type of thing. Like, this is straight up brain rot. This is taking away all of my brain cells and dropping my IQ by like 3 million. Like, I don't need to see some of the stuff that was on there. Prime example. People being unalived and whatnot. And just straight up gore, honestly. A bunch of stuff like that. And then just stuff that just made no sense was being brought into my feed, you know. Of course, you got all the Skibbity Toilet, Ohio Riz, stuff like that. Like, I don't really want to see that stuff. I'm just like, my brain is literally decaying in front of my eyes by looking at this stuff. I don't need to look at it. Like, it's making me an idiot, I feel like, by watching this kind of stuff. I don't need it in my life anymore. And the last big piece, really, with social media and me getting rid of it was, this mainly goes towards Snapchat, but of course, snapping people. I'm sending pictures of myself to people, and it has nothing else on it. It's just a picture of my face. For what reason am I doing this for? What good is this doing in my life? What purpose is it serving me? Why do I have all these people on here that either don't talk to, don't know, or just straight up don't care about in my whatever, and on my Snapchat? I have all these people on here that I'm sending a picture of my face to. And if they don't like it, they unadd you. In some cases. When you see that, that's sometimes a bit of a hit to your confidence. Like, damn, they just saw a picture of my face and are judging me solely off of that and not for who I am. Like, if I send a snap to somebody, I don't care how I look, really. I'm just snapping for whatever reason, which I shouldn't have been, but I was. And this person, whoever it is just going to judge me solely off of that? What? Why do I need this stupid app? It's just a waste of my time. Honestly. So I guess the point I'm trying to make here is getting rid of social media has made me feel more free. More free from my past. And a lot of the things that have bothered me. Has it made everything I've been dealing with go away? No. But has it made it easier? Yes. And I'm sure as time goes on that it's only going to get easier and easier from here. So yeah, that's everything I have for today. Stay blessed.